Muslim at that point. And that's pretty much what they've done across the Middle East. If you really look, and you look at history, it's happened multiple times. Yet they claim that this is from the Most High. I mean, to me, it's pretty obvious when you analyze Islam. It's not a religion. It's a political movement. It's a very, very deceptive political movement because it has its own legal system attached to what they claim people have to believe in. And that becomes very dangerous, you know. It becomes very dangerous because this is not just a religion. It's a political ideology that treats people who don't agree with it as second-class citizens. And those people are discriminated against in very, very extreme ways, to the point where, look, they have to wear 2 shoes different from one another. Do you really think that the true God would force people to wear 2 different shoes just because they don't believe in him? No, the true God doesn't act that way. He is love. The true God is love. Yah, he is love. These people don't worship the true God. They worship a dictator who bullies people and instructs his followers to bully people into submission. And it's pretty obvious.
He's not allowed to, and he's not allowed to walk on the pavement. He has to walk on. He has to walk in the middle of the road, and he has to ride on a mule.
You know, the Bible says very clearly there will be mockers and scoffers, that they would call good evil and evil good, that they basically rejoice in iniquity. They celebrate evil. What do you think this is? The hearts of many waxing cold, people becoming more and more wicked. What is this? This ideology is something very, very bad. Very, very bad. I mean, anybody who can look at this and say, oh yeah, they think that that's a good thing for society. I think that they really need to analyze where their mind is. And it's almost as if people don't actually take this serious. As if people think, oh no, this is just extremism. This isn't really what they believe. No, this is actually what it says in the Islamic sources that all Muslims accept. Sahih al-Bukhari, Sahih Muslim. That's why people have to bring attention to this. Recently, Elon Musk even started to tweet about this. It's become so extreme. It's become so extreme, honestly. And everybody should start speaking about this. Because you know what happens when one person speaks about it? That one person becomes a target. That one person becomes him. He's the one talking about it. But when it becomes the norm that everyone's speaking about it, they can't just individually pick people apart anymore. And to be honest, it's getting to that point. If you look at Twitter, all over Twitter now, everybody's talking about this. Everybody's pointing out quotes from the Hadith and from the Quran and basically explaining that this is not what society should be about. It should be about love. It should be about kindness. It should be about truth. And it shouldn't be about persecuting people just because they don't think the way you do, you know? We as Christians, we're called to, even if somebody doesn't believe the way we do, to dust our feet off and move on, right? And to pray for that person and to still be loving to that person. That is not what Islam teaches though. It teaches the complete opposite. It teaches to force people into submission, and it's not fair. It's not a fair way of life for people who just don't believe in what they believe in.
Why is it every time the Muslim comes to you, he asks you for your clothes, you give it? Why is it every time he tells you to get down from the horse, you have to take it? And not only that, he said the kuffar, they can have their churches.